Hi guys, welcome back. We're on clue 3, equivalent fractions with denominators of 10, 100, and 1000. So we know how to do all the pieces of this just like before, but I have assigned homework that will help you get through it, and we're going to talk about it. So right now we're looking only at fractions with denominators of 10, 100, and 1000, and we're talking about equivalent fractions. Remember that equivalent means the same. So 1/2 is the same as 4/8 is the same as 3/6. Equivalent means the same. So here is the homework to talk about the equivalent fractions with the denominators multiples of 10. This should be pretty easy for you, especially if you're very good at those multiplication facts that we give you sometimes on the end of your warm-up, where I make you multiply something by 10 or multiply something by 1000, okay? This is pretty easy, but we're going to go through it to make sure you understand. Okay, so for instance, here's the first one. It says write the missing number, but I'm giving you the hint here that you need to multiply something. And because we're talking about equivalent fractions, we're multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the same number. So here we have 4/10. We're trying to get from 10 to 100. So 10 times what equals 100? 10 times 10 equals 100. So whatever you do to the bottom, you must do to the top. So we know 10 times 10 is 100, and 4 times 10 is 40. So our clue M is going to be 40 over 100. Here's the next one. We'll talk about E. 6/10. A lot of these start the same. So we're trying to get from 10 to 100. 10 to 100, 10 to 100, right guys? So 6 times 10, 10 times 10 is 100. And whatever you do to the bottom, you also have to do to the top. So 6 times 10 is 60. Your clue E here is going to be 60 over 100. Now, I am going to take a look. I'm going to move the screen a little bit because there are just 2 tricky ones at the very end. Okay, just a couple tricky ones at the very end. And in this one, we're going from a bigger number to a smaller number. So instead of multiplying, we're going to divide. So this is, we're talking about letter O, 60 over 100. 60 divided by what equals 6? You could go backwards, right? 6 times what equals 60? 6 times 10 is 60. And remember, whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. So what times 10 is 100? It's 10, okay? So we've got 6/10 is O. Same thing here, but maybe even a little bit trickier because we're moving 2 zeros, right? We're going from 1,000 to 10. So 1,000 divided by what is 10? It can't be 10, right? Because 100 divided by 10 is 10. But 1,000 divided by 100 is 10. So then same thing here. 800 divided by 100. 800 divided by 100. We're taking off 2 zeros. It's just 8. 8/10. All right. I think that is good. If not, send me an email or we can talk about it during our meeting. But this should give you everything you need to solve clue 3 when we get together.